Hey everybody, it's me, One Gorgeous Godzilla, and welcome to the video where I'm going to teach you how to make a wreath like the one behind me. Believe it or not, I get asked this question all the time from many of my subscribers and non-subscribers alike. And believe it or not, I have also never seen a video or a website that shows people how to make a wreath like I do. So today's your lucky day. We're going to make a wreath. So you're going to need a couple of things. None of them are going to break the bank, and they're probably available at your local Walmart or arts and crafts store. First things first, you're going to need a pair of scissors. Next, you're going to need what they call a wire wreath form. If you can see it, it's green. It has little lines on it. And you can get them in a variety of sizes. I'm just going to wear it like this. No. This one is 18 inches. And the one behind me, which is rather large, it's so big I don't think it's going to all fit in the frame, is actually a 24-inch wire wreath form. However, do not be afraid of this size because a lot of the volume, as you can tell, is going to come from the materials that are going to be used. And last but not least, you're going to need a couple of rolls of this decorative mesh. This is some that I got from Walmart for the low price of $4.77. It comes in varying lengths, but you're going to need one that is about 21 inches high. And as you can tell, I have it in a variety of colors. These two are left over from when I made the wreath behind me, and this one was from when I said I was going to make a Mardi Gras wreath, which has yet to happen. But let's keep hope alive with respect to that, shall we? The number of rolls you're going to need really depends on how many colors you plan on using and the size of your wreath form. If you want to fill a wreath up like this, you're probably going to need one full roll of your primary color, and you won't use an entire roll of your secondary color. But if you're going to make one about the size of this one, you'll need probably 2 full rolls of this, your primary color, and still about 1 roll of your secondary color. Now that we have the materials out of the way, let's get to the actual construction of the wreath itself. What you're going to do is unfurl some of your mesh ribbon, and it is curly, and you're going to cut it lengthwise like so into strips. The strips can be anywhere from 3 to 5 inches thick this way, and they don't have to be perfect. This is also something good if you have children that have mastered the art of cutting, and that's usually what I do when I'm at family gatherings. I find the youngest little people and have them help me by cutting all of these strips, because to me that is the most tedious and time-consuming part of this entire project. It's just the cutting of the strips. But you're going to do this for a long time. What's eventually going to happen is that at some point you're going to have mounds of strips. You're going to take your wreath form like this, and you can tell if you look at it from the side, part of it's like a little heel. But you're going to lay it flat on a flat surface, like so. And if you also look at the wreath form, it has these little dividey things. Like every so often, there are like these little marker things that divide up the wreath into little sections. So usually I make my wreath section by section, like this section, then that section, like so. But what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your little strips like that. You're going to put it around your wreath form just like that. You're going to tie it once. And then you're going to knot it like so. And it's going to look like that. Not very impressive, is it? But wait, there's more. You will move that to the side. Then you'll take another one. And you're going to tie it right beside the first one. And you're going to knot it as well. Like that. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It isn't rocket science. It's just arts and crafts. Then you take another one. And you do the exact same thing. Tie, knot, tie, knot. Usually for every 3 or 4 strips that I do in my primary color, like I just did 3 greens in a row, if you can see that. And the back of it is going to look like that, like little wraps. I like to go in and do one of my secondary color. So this one will be red. And I think you get the general gist. You're going to tie it and you're going to make a knot. And what you're going to do is you're going to essentially repeat that whole pattern until you completely, I'm trying to find something so you can see, until you completely fill up this one section. And then you'll do the exact same thing on the second section until you have a wreath. Now, looking at this looks really pitiful and paltry, even I will admit. However, as time goes on, it eventually fluffs up. So I'll show you on this completed wreath. If you look at the back of it, you'll see that it is nothing more than those strips. Just cut, tied, and a knot. And that's it. Until you have a wreath done. Now if your wreath is uneven, you can go in and add more of one color. All you have to do is like pull your wreath form, if you can see that, like apart, and see you have room to make it fuller if you want to. I think you guys get the general gist. All you're going to basically do after you get all of those strips cut out, you're going to tie them and make knots in a circle until you fill the wreath up. And if you feel like stopping there, guess what? Your job is done. However, for extra credit, or if you want to make this wreath truly spectacular and something of your very own, now's the time to personalize it. And all you'll essentially do then is go ahead and add unique touches that will set your wreath apart. For instance, this is a Christmas wreath. So to make this wreath special or to truly stand out, what I would personally do is add some greenery, some of those little glitter Christmas picks, or plastic Christmas ornaments that I may tie to one of these before I tie it onto the wreath. For a Mardi Gras wreath, you may want to add some bead work. You may want to insert a little Christmas mask. Mardi Gras mask, Christmas mask. Or for like my Easter wreath, because you know I had to have an Easter wreath, right? I went in and I inserted little rabbits and some Easter eggs and these little glittery curlicues. Same general concept. And that way your wreath is special and one of a kind. I hope that you have enjoyed this time and learning how to make something that takes only 5 minutes to learn how to do. And I hope you'll join me for my next crafting adventure. So until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.